Well, hello, Gadsden County volunteers. Thank you so much again for all that you do. I'm trying to get my angle right. Now look, there we go. Because that's interesting. So, lots of stuff happening. Lots of stuff happening. Um, One is that I have to have more meetings with you all. That is one of my requirements. And so we will meet a little bit more often and not just share videos, but actually, either some face to face or via technology, just as long as we have a face to face, whether in our presence or via technology. So, got to get back into that. Something that we have been doing. We just got to do a little bit more of that. And you really need to follow up and follow through with the messages that I send you um, because that is very important. That is vital to a well run organization, and you all are top notch volunteers. And I understand that you are very busy, but please do it in the moment. I found that if I wait to do something, it doesn't get done. But if I do it in the moment, just, what they say, bite the bullet and get it done, it's done. And it's not on that, it doesn't get put on that long list of to dos of life that we may have, whether we are retired and really not retired because we're so heavily engaged in our communities, or we find ourselves running family businesses and all those kind of things. And I do understand that life happens. And so that is very important for you to stay in keeping those communication processes, those lines going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I know how I can help you. And that is something that is just so important. Really do appreciate you. I know that you are volunteers, and I understand what volunteering means. Um, but again, you, as I've explained, you extend the Florida 4-H program out into your communities, into your youth, to give them opportunities that they would not have, to give them that exposures, to give them those exposures that they would not have. And I would also highly encourage, I'm going to use my little cup here, that if this is the cup of youth development, to make sure that our cup is overflowing in the lives of our youth by continual exposure and experiences, because that's where the lessons and things happen. That's where the skill development actually happens, is through the experiences. I had a teacher. He said, you can have this much, or you can, to make the emphasis, you can have this much. If I go like this, then my arms way out here. So anyway, that's that intro part. So now we're going to continue. So, like, so many things going on. Just want to remind you all again about the Farm Bureau speech contest. And registration deadline is May the 14th. That is open to any youth that is between the ages of 14 and 18 in Gadsden County. And leaders, you got a special email from me, especially for those senior youth who missed county events. And you know the requirements to get some support for 4-H University is they have to do a demonstration or a speech. So this is their second opportunity. I know a lot of them were wrapped up in prom. I know that we got several that's about to graduate. So, yes, that. And I will post up a reminder today on Facebook just with the front page. So you may be getting inquiries. 4-H Camp Cherry Lake, the June the 3rd through the 7th. Kudos to you all. I said that in my email, but I want to say it again for getting the word out with this transition of being the first camp of the week. Some people don't understand. Some things take transition. I think some folks are part of that instant generation, but anyway, and when it comes down to expectations, but you all are really putting in great effort to move it forward and getting the word out. And so we have 13 spots left. So we want to fill those up fast. All right, here we go. 4-H University registration is open. So I wanted to tell you that. I hope that you enjoyed the Florida 4-H volunteer campaign. As I gave out my shout outs, I made sure I tagged, I used that tag, especially thanking those of you all who really put in great effort to have us a good contingency for 4-H Day at the Capitol, especially with me having to travel and go teach in another district, and professional development in another district, and just leading the charge there, and that I can just be comfortable and know that I can do what I need to do, and what needed to happen would happen. So again, kudos to you all for doing that. I really do appreciate that. If you have any youth that want to apply for executive board, those applications are up, and they are due by July 1st. So, of course, they would not want to wait to the last minute, because along the way, the 4-H agent must be involved in that process. And they cannot think that I'll be sitting here looking at this computer. So that is open, and that's for delegates and appointees. So there's an application for that. Remind you all, you received the email a few weeks back about the scholarships that are out there, the Young Leaders Scholarship, the Seller Scholarship, and then there was a camp one. And it was all contained in that email. And I gave you very specific directions. So I need those things to come back to me by that deadline that I had set, and that I can do what I need to do in between. So I travel this week. I'm back in office a high day on Friday, and then I'm gone again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Thursday, I need that stuff. I need everything I need everything ready and sitting here waiting for me, so I can hit it, get it done, review what I needed to review, so I can make the nominations as per the guidelines. Gator Pit, which is yes, it's our entrepreneurship program, and definitely you all want to encourage your youth to look on the Florida4H.org website, so that they can get information about the Gator Pit. One of the things is the projection in terms of the number of entrepreneurs, and that it'll be the small businesses that will really be bringing in job opportunities for others. So definitely we want to nurture our entrepreneurs and encourage them to look into the details for the Gator Pit. Yes. So once I know who my contingency is for 4-H University, out of that, I will choose 2 voting delegates. But I will tell you all now that your senior level 4-Hers will need to be ready for the new 4-H year, as we will be activating our county council. I will be seeking a volunteer to run that, but I'll do my best until we have someone that will run that, and definitely engage even with the district council at our normal levels that we've had in the past. So we did go to the district retreat, and shout out to Shade Tree for having a group of people who went for their very first time. And I really think that you all had a great time. We didn't get all wet and sloshy, but they were prepared, because they told us to be prepared. I even had my water shoes and my towel and all that stuff like that. And I'm glad I didn't get wet. I'm just saying, because I swear something was biting me up. So again, just encouraging your people to actively engage in the Florida 4-H website, because, excuse me, they post a lot of information there. The state project report back forms are up, and if you can't find it, let me know. But what is this? This is, let me read this to you correctly. 4-H members who completed any service project related to environmental conservation or education this year. The state project committee would like to recognize the youth that participated in the Living in Florida's Environment project. You should submit a project report back form by July 1st, 2019. And then it says where it can be found. All youth who submit a report will be entered into a drawing for a 4-H backpack and other 4-H swag. And then they have certain levels of certificates that they can earn. Again, a completed application needs to be submitted. If you have to have them printed off so you can look at it before they send it, then do so. The other thing is I have not heard from Farm Bureau in terms of a summer art program, scholarships that they do for camp, but I will tell you now, make sure that the art is complete, that it's in the theme. If we're submitting art in relationship to a theme, if we're writing an essay in relationship to a theme, if we're speaking on a theme, let us be thorough. I have not seen anything, and they might not do it because of the quality of last year's entries. So the senior portfolios are open for submission. They are due June 1st. This is something that cannot be done at the last moment because when portfolios are submitted, they are reviewed and they must earn a certain point score before they will even move forward to be considered for interviews. And that is the weeding process. And it can be just simply for the fact that it's not completed, that the deadline was missed, boom, boom, boom. It's automatic, it's no mercy, because that is a very competitive process. The 4-H horsemanship school will be happening. So what they have an English week, which is June 2nd through the 7th. They have a cowboy camp, which is new June 9 through the 14th. And, oh, my nose is itching me. And then they have the Western Week or Cowgirl Camp, June 23rd through the 28th. And the deadline is short. So this is up on the Florida 4-H website. The deadline for this is May 8th. I know that I'll be working a lot with a couple of sites in the county this summer, and one of them will be the Shade Tree summer program, and I'll be out there a few times. But this one of those times we will be doing the 4-H Grilling U, which is learning how to grill various types of meats and those kind of things, and that is in preparation to send a team or two or individuals to the district competition. And I know that I asked in the livestock group who would be interested, and I got a few replies, and I definitely want to know whose youth in your group would be interested in attending a grilling day camp. Courtney Query sent out the 4-H 2019 spring guidebook to every family that is registered in 4-H online. Oh yeah, so the word of the day was superimposed on somewhere in this video on one of the segments. Make sure that you give me that code word back. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Send me emails. I won't be able to check your emails until like near the end of the day, because I just believe in being present. And then plus, you open up your email, then next thing you answer that one, and then you answer that one, then you answer that one, and then it's a hot mess. So anyway, so sorry. I think I'm gonna have to take an allergy tab. But again, I appreciate all that you do. Remember, as you're talking to your people and wanting to bring on volunteers to help you, that they must go through the screening process, and just be prepared. I'm just ready to go put this right here now. Those of you who have completed everything, next year will be very easy. Very easy. There's a couple things that you have to do. And then until it's time again for that full on screening process, then we'll worry about it then. But next year will be easy. And what I mean by next year is starting in August. It will be easy to get you up and renewed and going forth so that our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed and that our risk is reduced and managed. So I will be sending out some dates. I have to do a little poll, and then you'll let me know which one is going to work better for you. And even if that one we cannot be physically face to face, we'll be face to face via video conferencing, and you need to be able to be on the conference call, that I see your face, and that we have that moment in time. No more than an hour. No more than an hour. We don't get points for long things, but for effective and beneficial things. So until the next time, keep those clovers green and continue to make the best better. Thank you.